Would I be the asshole if I cancelled my vacation ticket because my family wants me to share a room with my nieces? I, female 23, have been planning a family vacation with my older brother, male 30, and his wife, my two nieces, female 4 and female 2, and my parents. Everyone is paying for their own tickets. The vacation is booked for February. We hadn't discussed room arrangements before, but I knew the room we'd be staying in would have 3 bedrooms. So we discussed room arrangements yesterday, and my brother and parents just kind of assumed that I wouldn't mind sharing a room with my nieces, whilst my brother and his wife and my parents get their own rooms. I said I didn't want to share a room with them, and said that they should be sleeping in my brother and Sil's room since they're their parents. My parents called me dramatic and said that it's not a big deal, and said that my nieces won't give me any trouble. I told them I don't care. They said I'm being a bad aunt and told me to grow up. I told them if I don't get my own room I'll cancel my ticket, which would result in everyone else having to pay more or find someone else to go in my place because we got a group discount with the resort. My brother said I'm a whiny asshole and accused me of being a narcissist. Not the asshole, your nieces are 4 and 2. They should sleep in the room with their parents because of their age. If they were teens, I can understand giving them their own room. I think your brother and Sil just want a free babysitter. I hate when people with kids want to go on vacation, bring their kids, and dump them on someone else. This is your vacation and you don't have kids. Yep, if I was going on vacation and wanted a sitter, I'd bring a babysitter. Pay their accommodations, and work that out with them beforehand. Not the asshole original poster, it's your vacation too. I'd cancel and go somewhere else alone. I know I have a bit of an asshole streak in me, but I would 100% recommend that this be how they fill that empty slot if they try to call your bluff and force you to cancel on your vacation original poster. Or you could suggest that they pay your portion or at least a part of it if they expect you to spend your vacation roomed with toddlers. No offense to toddlers, but you weren't the one who spawned them, so you shouldn't be the one that has to walk around on eggshells when they're asleep or whatever else being housed with babies in tails, and, if there's no other option, you should be compensated for it at the very least. Elmau, why the fuck would they think you wouldn't mind sharing your vacation room with a 4-year-old and literal toddler? Obviously not the asshole. Bro wanted free childcare, and if your parents have a problem with you declining, their door is wide fucking open. 4-year-olds are still toddlers. 2 literal toddlers. Greater than they said I'm being a bad aunt and told me to grow up. Can you tell those kids' parents that they are bad parents and to grow up? I get that they probably want to have sex while on vacation, but geez, they made the choice to have kids. They made the choice to bring them along. How is the consequences of all those choices should fall on you? Right. If she's a bad aunt, then they are bad parents. If it's not a big deal to your parents, then they can share their room with their granddaughters. You're paying your own way and should have complete control over your own room on vacation. No one wants to pay for a vacation where they end up being the free babysitter the whole time. But don't be surprised if they tell you okay just to keep you from canceling and then blindside you once you're on vacation. Not the asshole. Greater than if it's not a big deal to your parents, then they can share their room with their granddaughters. Yeah, original poster. Any argument that tries to minimize the amount of care they would need or disruption they would cause to a peaceful night is actually an argument for why it would be no problem for the kids to stay with their parents or grandparents, and both of those options would be pairing the kids with experienced parents who surely would have even less trouble. It's obviously them wanting you to babysit and give them a break for free, with them trying to push it on you as the youngest in the family, hoping that you will succumb to pressure and forget that as you are no longer a minor you don't have to accept such unreasonableness being pushed on you anymore. Not the asshole. Not even for free. She's paying for the privilege of being the live-in nanny during this vacation. That's ridiculous. If they want childcare, they should at least pick up the tab for her room. Back out of this unless you want to be the help. Second this. If they're trying to get you to share a room, I'm sure they will have no problem assuming you will babysit so they can have a night out. Not the asshole. 2 and 4-year-olds do not go to bed easily and don't stay asleep all night. You'll likely be dealing with them during the night. And they go to bed early, so you'll be creeping around trying to be quiet in your own space when you get ready for bed. The kids need to stay with their parents, or you cancel. Easy peasy. It does not make you a bad aunt to not want to room with them. I'm worried that the brother and Sil will ditch the kids with original poster at every chance they get. Then original poster's parents will tell her that bro and Sil need adult time and she needs to be a good auntie while they don't pitch in. Yup. They just want free babysitting. And if original poster doesn't go, they'll actually have to parent their kids. Not the asshole. I dealt with this too many times myself. paid my fair share and got a couch or an air mattress because so-and-so was older, married, injured, whatever and needed a bed. Then when I was married and with small kids got the same treatment. 10 years of sharing the cost of the annual family ski trip and never slept in a bed. I'm telling you, mark your boundaries now, original poster. And in future planning trips, make sure people know they are paying per bedroom not per person. You on your own may pay a little more but at least you get privacy. Your nieces can sleep on air mattresses in their parents' room. Yup. I always got the, when you were older, have your own kids then we will return the favor, and now I get, we already raised our kids, why should we help with yours? Families like that are all about, I got mine, so forget you. In some ways it's about favoring the first. As in, first kid to get married gets a lavish bash, first kid to go to college gets a full ride courtesy of mom and dad, first kid to have kids gets free childcare, and every other kid gets the leftover scraps after number one has had his or her fill. It's not fair, but there are families that run like that. In the old days number one would be responsible for mom and dad's elder care, but that half of the bargain isn't expected anymore. Not the asshole, it's your vacation too and they are your brother's kids, not yours. Stick to your guns on this one. And don't forget they may agree with you so you don't cancel your reservation, then put the children in your room once you get to the hotel. I'd be canceling it immediately, don't tell them another thing, just do it and send the screenshot afterwards. You're gonna have a miserable time at this point, even if they cave and the kids sleep with their parents. There's definitely gonna be continuous drama about this and other things, not the asshole. My money is on the kids turning up to ops room at bedtime anyway and the parents putting original poster on the spot with her nieces. And for sure they'll all want to go out for adult time and leave you to babysit. I would ask them what their plans are for babysitting. Do they plan to hire someone there if they want to go out? Don't ask. You already know the answer and it will turn your vacation into a series of confrontations. This is the most important thread since it's the first one I've seen that acknowledges you have to cancel regardless. There's no saving this vacation for you, and truth be told you may have already had your last vacation with your family if you don't want to be put in this position. They are unlikely to change if they are willing to treat you this way, with such little regard, even after you protest. You're on your own now, original poster. Enjoy the freedom and vacation with friends, partners, on your own. Not the asshole. If it's no big deal to share a room with them, then surely their parents or grandparents should be doing it instead of you. My brother and sister-in-law don't have kids, but I'd never try to make my kids share a room with them for a vacation. We actually usually give them the room farthest away from the kids, lol. Your brother and sister-in-law are the ones being selfish. Exactly. How come this scenario makes her a bad aunt but doesn't make the others bad grandparents? Throw that in their faces. Out of all 5 adults, original poster is the only one who specifically hasn't had any kids at this point. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. The kids are 2 and 4, they will absolutely give you trouble, which is probably why your brother and Sil don't want to share a room with them. Don't go on this vacation, you will end up being the de facto babysitter every second and it won't be an actual vacation for you. My mom wanted to take my nephew, he's 5, on a trip we were going to go on. I said I was no longer interested since I don't consider babysitting a vacation, I don't have children. Not the asshole. What a fuck. Seriously, what horrible parents and brother. Your brother has probably done this kind of stuff to you your whole life. Now that you are grown up and can stand your own ground, everyone is against you. Let the kids sleep in grandma and grandpa's room if it is not a big deal. Ugh, family. Stand your ground. There is no reason the kids should be in your room. Bro had the kids, bro takes care of the kids. Not the asshole. Cancel your ticket anyway. They will find a way to manipulate the situation into their favor if you go, no question. This is the perfect opportunity to declare your boundaries and stick to them. You are no doormat. Not the asshole. If your parents don't think it's a big deal, their grandchildren can stay in their room. Not the asshole. The 2 small children can just as easily fit into their parents' bedroom. They should not be trying to bully you into sharing a bedroom. Not the asshole. Cancel it. Vacation ain't gonna be fun if you are the babysitter anyways. They will definitely guilt trip the shit out of you for you to watch the kids while they have fun. Don't pay extra for misery, we already have enough of that on a daily basis. Not enough information. How is the hotel room being paid for? Edit. Given that original poster is paying for their own room, so it's not as if the brother and Sil were covering it to pay for babysitting services. This is a resounding not the asshole. We're all paying for ourselves individually. I'd have to pay a cancellation fee, but it's not much. Let's be clear. This is a vacation for your parents, your brother and your sil, not for you. You are the nanny who is paying to care for the children. I would cancel and pay the cancellation fee and book a solo vacation at a different hotel. Keep my original flight and wave hello on the departure and return flights. Or B. Tell my brother to pay for my flight and room and quote him a daily rate for my nanny services payable in advance. I love solution A if op still wants to go to the same place. If it was me, and I have in mind that this trip is to someplace family related, like Disney, I'd splurge and get a room at the hotel that gives you the most perks, and then just agree to meet up with them in restaurants. Lol at your brother calling you the narcissist. Not the asshole. I just cancel because one way or another they'll try to take advantage of you. I doubt you can pull the I'm too drunk to watch the kids card the entire vacation. Side note, if it's not a big deal then your parents can share a room with the kids. You're the only person who didn't choose to have kids. It's ridiculous for you to have to pay to be a babysitter. Oh yes, the original poster is there as babysitter. The kids will be shoved in her room and she'll be expected to see to them at breakfast as their lazy asshole parents will want to lie in. Then the next thing she'll know, she'll be lumbered with them all day. Not the asshole, you're not being whiny. Your brother wanted a holiday with a built-in babysitter. And your parents might want you there so the load doesn't fall on them. No matter what is offered with the rooms, sell your ticket. I doubt they'd stick with any agreement once you were there. Not the asshole, your brother wants to use you for free babysitting at night. His kids, his responsibility.